Alright, what's up everyone? As you can tell, this is going to be a review for the new Xbox 360. Now, right off the bat, you can tell that it's a new form factor, it's a new design, which is much nicer. It looks amazing. I was a fan of the old 360 design, but this one is just outstanding. This video doesn't even do it justice. You'd have to see it in person to see how nice it is. Now, to start off, the biggest difference is the size, I guess. It is much shorter than the previous 360s. I'll have a picture up now showing my friends and this one, and as you can tell right now that it's much shorter, and it's also about a ½ inch thinner, but it is deeper. It does stick out a little bit more on the back, but not that much more, and it doesn't really matter about that. Also, you can tell from the side that there's a big vent on the side compared to the other ones where there was just little tiny ones up here, and this actually does help out a lot. It pushes out a ton of air and it gets really hot. In fact, this stand right here that I use for games now, it used to be white. I used to use it on my old 360, painted it black in preparation to get the new 360, and I couldn't even use it because even with like 2 of these games out right here on this side where the vent is, like this one, if I would have left it there for a while, I'm sure the plastic on the case would have warped in some way because it was just so hot. So you definitely don't want to have anything covering up that vent. Luckily for me, 3 limited edition games are the exact size of the old 360. So yeah. Now, this 360 is much quieter too. Like, you can't even hear it when it's just running like on idle at the dashboard or something, or even if you have it in game installed to the hard drive, which it also has a 250 gig hard drive in it, so you have plenty of space to install all your games and stuff. It's much quieter even when you don't install the games to the disc. It's noticeable sound, nowhere near the 360. It's quieter than PS3 too, the old 360 I meant, and the PS3, whatever, you know what I mean. It's also a lower frequency, so it's not as pronounced when you do hear it, and it's not as annoying. So it's much nicer, and I don't see why you would even play a game without it installed to the hard drive unless it's Halo 3, which you won't be playing that for much longer since Reach is about to come out. But, oh, speaking of that, there are also other variations of this console coming out. Now, the day before this video was recorded, Bungie announced at Comic-Con that they're going to be having a limited edition Halo console like they do every time Halo comes out since Halo 2. But it looks awesome. Like, the pictures that you might see of it that might be on the screen, that are on the screen right now, they don't do it justice. I might put a video in right now to show you how nice it actually looks. But it looks awesome. I didn't like it at first, but the controllers are amazing. It's the same form factor, same everything inside of it. It's just a new skin on it, silver with some UNSC stuff on it. And there's also going to be basically an arcade version of this coming out. They haven't really called it that, but it's just going to have 4 gigabytes of internal memory, internal flash memory. So you can, if you're not in like really saving anything to it, you can just use that. And yeah, and it's gonna have a matte finish instead of a glossy one like this. Now this one, a lot of people have said that it's a fingerprint collector. It's really not at all. That's like one of the least of your worries. If you do, you can just like go like that and wipe it right off. But other than that, like the main part is a dust. It collects dust like crazy. You just have a little can of a compressed air hanging around, and you get that off fast. And apart from that, the power brick that comes with it is also much smaller. As you can tell, there's less notches in it. It looks sleeker too. It's black, and then right here you can see that there's a new power cable kind of thing. The tip of it new. It's not really focusing on that, but yeah. Also, here, might as well do this on camera. kind of hard. Just want the mic on, if you heard that. I had to turn the dampener off because I'm gonna be away from the mic a lot. I don't know if you can really see it, but there's a little hidden little switch thing right here, and that just pops right off, and the hard drive is right here. So it's still easily removable. I don't know if you even heard that. This is a hard drive right here. And there's a hard drive, 250 gigs. So you can still like just take it to a friend's house that they have to have the new 360 though, which that's what sucks. But luckily my friend's getting one, so it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I'll show you the ports on the back. There's two USB ones on the front. There's a sync button with the infrared sensor in it. The buttons on the power and the eject buttons on the front are touch sensitive now. They're capacitive. The back has 3 USB cables or USB ports. It has an Ethernet port and the new dedicated Connect port. It's basically just so you don't have to have a USB and just a power cable going into the wall. You can just have one cable going from Connect to the back of the 360 and it'll power it and put the signal through to the 360. There's also an AV port right there, just like the regular one. HDMI, I think I might have said that, I don't remember. Optical for your audio, and then the power port. That's basically it. It is much nicer. I highly recommend you getting this one. Even if you trade in your old console, which I did. I had mine since launch of the 360, day one. And I traded that one in and got a new one. And I am very pleased with it. Or you can wait for the Halo one, or the Halo one comes out the day Halo Reach comes out, and the arcade version, or whatever you want to call it, comes out I think August. I'm not sure, you have to look that up, or I might put an annotation on the screen. Other than that, that's pretty much it. And it also comes, here, get this in real fast. It also comes with new controllers. With the launch of this, they also have a new black line of controllers other than like the Elite one. I don't know if that's actually focusing on that. But everything's black now, as you can tell. The thumbsticks, the D-pad, and the guide button is chrome now instead of that brushed metal that it was. Alright, what's up everyone? I was editing the video and I noticed that I forgot to mention that there's wireless in the console now. So you no longer need a wired connection, or you don't need to buy a wireless external adapter for the 360. There's 802.11n built into the console, which is the fastest wireless out there now. It's the fastest in any console, and I cannot notice a latency difference between that and the wired connection. It's dead on. The wireless router in my house is few walls, like 6 walls between us, and I'm still getting a perfect connection. It streams HD video perfectly, and there's absolutely no problem with it. So definitely thumbs up on the wireless, and that's another big reason to get it. So basically, sorry about some of the quiet parts in the video. I was in a very awkward position to record, and I don't know, it was just weird. I couldn't get to the mic and look at the console at the same time and then look at the camera. It's just weird. So thanks for watching. Videos in the future will be better, and so yeah. Alright, check out my channel and like this video, whatever. Alright, peace.